Okay, so growing an Instagram following these days, organically, well, it feels tough, right?
Yeah.
Billions of users. It really can seem like shouting into the void sometimes. So what if there was a way, like a strategy, to actually cut through that noise,
Sure.
to get some real traction? And, speaking of boosting your online presence, if you are looking for ways to give your social media profiles a bit of an extra edge, maybe check out rapidboost.net. They offer various services.
That's it, isn't it? That's the core challenge, visibility. It's not always just about putting out amazing content. Sometimes you need that strategic push.
And that push. That's what we're diving into today. The savvy use of Instagram giveaways. We've been digging into this article, Instagram giveaway strategies for follower growth, to figure out how you can make this work.
Yeah.
So our mission really is to break down how to run these giveaways strategically, not just for a quick spike in numbers, but for genuine lasting growth.
Exactly. It's not just about handing out free stuff. It's a method, a thoughtful one for building a community. So let's get at it. What makes these things actually work? What's the psychology behind it all?
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that. Why are giveaways so effective? What's the hook?
Well, it's interesting. It's this mix of human psychology and how Instagram itself works. The article talks about reciprocity and anticipation.
Reciprocity, like feeling you owe something back.
Kind of, yeah. Or at least feeling some goodwill because you're being offered something valuable for free. It makes people, a bit more open to engaging. And then there's the anticipation, the excitement of, hey, I might actually win this. That motivates people to follow, tag friends.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't know your brand before.
Okay. So it taps into that giving back feeling.
Yeah.
And the thrill of a potential win.
And framing it as a thank you to the community, even the new folks joining, that really amps up the goodwill.
And all that engagement, the likes, the comments, the tags, that's what gets you seen more on Instagram, right? That's the fuel.
Precisely. Instagram's algorithm, it favors interaction. Simple as that. Every comment, share, tag, it's like a little vote saying this content is interesting. So Instagram shows it to more people.
Virality by design, the article called it.
Yeah, exactly. Giveaways just naturally boost engagement, relevance, recency, all things the algorithm looks for, especially right at the start.
So it's not just your followers seeing it, it's their friends and maybe their friends.
Yeah.
It snowballs.
Potentially, yes.
The article had some pretty compelling stats too, didn't it?
It did, yeah. The data really shows the potential here. There was that Tailwind study. Accounts running regular giveaways grew, 70% faster?
70%. Wow.
And then the Majuri example, the jewelry brand, they apparently gained over 100,000 new followers
Right.
in 1 month, just from strategic giveaways.
Okay, 100K in a month is, well, that's definitely cutting through the noise.
It really shows what's possible when it's done right. The article suggests, a desirable prize plus clear rules were probably key factors there.
So clearly giveaways can work wonders. But it sounds like the strategic part is crucial. You can't just wing it. What are the key steps then for planning one that actually, delivers?
Well, first things first, you got to ask, what do you actually want to achieve? The article really stresses looking beyond just racking up follower numbers.
Right. More followers isn't always better if they're not the right followers.
Exactly. Are you aiming for more comments? Maybe getting people to create content for you, driving traffic to your website? Having those specific measurable goals helps you tailor everything and attract people who are genuinely interested in your stuff long term.
That makes total sense. Quality over quantity. You want people who'll stick around. And the prize itself. That's going to be a massive factor in attracting the right crowd.
Oh, absolutely huge. The prize has to appeal to your target audience and, importantly, align with your brand. Offering a generic iPad might get tons of entries, but are they interested in your, say, handmade pottery? Probably not. They'll likely unfollow later.
Good point. So what kind of prizes work best then?
The article suggests things like your own flagship product, maybe exclusive access to something, or even collaborating with other brands.
Like that fitness coach example, partnering with a supplement brand for a bundle.
Exactly. That way, the people entering are actually interested in that whole wellness space. It narrows it down effectively.
Okay, prize sorted. What about the entry rules? How do you make it easy enough but still hit your goals, like getting follows and shares?
That's a balancing act, for sure. The article is clear. Making follow at your handle a main requirement is, well, pretty essential if follower growth is the goal.
Obvious, but crucial.
Right. But you can add other actions strategically. Tagging friends that expands your reach naturally. Liking the post boosts engagement. Sharing to stories that gives conversation.
So layer them in, but don't make it too complicated.
Exactly. You don't want people looking at a long list of hoops to jump through and just scrolling past. Keep it clear, effective, but reasonably simple.
And timing. How long should these things run for? Can't go on forever, creates no urgency.
No, definitely not. Urgency is key. The article recommends somewhere between, say, 3 and 7 days, typically.
Okay, 3 to 7 days.
Yeah, that usually gives enough time to build buzz and reach people, but it's short enough to keep the excitement high.
Right. Okay, planning done. Let's talk about the actual giveaway post. How do you make that grab attention?
It starts with the caption. Needs to be magnetic, you know. Stop the scroll. You've got to instantly communicate. Here's the prize. Here's exactly how to enter.
Clear and concise.
Absolutely. Using things like bold text, maybe emojis, checklists, anything to make it super readable at a glance. The article had a decent template example, very action-oriented, giveaway, win prize, to enter, follow us, like this, tag a friend, end state. Simple.
Yeah, those little emojis can make a difference, can't they? Grabs the eye. And the visual, the picture or video, that's got to be top-notch too, presumably.
Oh, totally. High-quality photos of the prize are essential. People want to see what they could win. Or maybe branded graphics, even short video teasers. Keep it consistent with your brand's look and feel that builds credibility.
Makes sense. Builds trust. And then, hashtags. Always the hashtags. How do you use those effectively for a giveaway?
Right, hashtags are your reach extenders. The article suggests a mix. Use the popular broad ones like hashtag giveaway, hashtag contest, hashtag when people actually search for those.
Okay, the obvious ones.
But also use niche-specific tags, tags relevant to your industry, your product, your audience. That helps attract people who are genuinely interested in what you do.
So, like, if you're that fitness coach, maybe hashtag FitFam or hashtag workout motivation, not just hashtag giveaway.
Exactly. It targets specific communities.
Yeah.
And don't forget collaborations here, too. Partnering with another relevant account, that lets you tap straight into their audience. Big potential boost.
Okay, targeted amplification. Got it. So the plan is solid. The post looks great. How do you make sure enough people actually see it? Promotion time.
Promotion is key. Start with your existing folks, your loyal followers.
Let them know first.
Yeah, tell them via stories, maybe create a highlight for it, send an email if you have a list. They're your best bet to kickstart the engagement.
The ball rolling.
Then those partnerships we mentioned, influencers or other brands, their endorsement adds trust and gets you in front of a relevant audience fast. Remember the Lively case study? They got a big follower bump, like 60% increase in new followers, just from working with a micro-influencer on a giveaway.
Yes, Lively. So it's not just about follower count. It's about audience alignment.
Precisely. And then there's paid promotion.
Boosting the post.
Running ads.
Yeah. If you've got the budget, it can seriously expand your reach. You can target specific demographics, interests, people who follow similar accounts.
So that's good for reaching beyond your immediate network.
Definitely. Especially for bigger campaigns. And, don't forget to keep using stories throughout the giveaway, daily reminders, maybe some behind-the-scenes stuff, countdown stickers. Keep the hype up.
Good idea. And reels. Yeah, repurpose the content as a reel, fresh exposure, and maybe make a highlights folder on your profile showing past winners. That builds trust for the next time.
Okay, lots of ways to promote. So fast forward. The giveaways run, you've got all these new entrants, maybe new followers. How do you stop them from just disappearing? How do you turn them into loyal followers?
The crucial stage. So many people drop the ball here. First, engage during the contest.
Reply to comments and stuff.
Yes. Reply, thank people for entering. Maybe share some of their entries in your stories if they've done user-generated content. Show you're present and appreciate them. Build that community feel.
Makes them feel seen.
Exactly. Then announce the winner transparently, publicly, on your feed and stories. Tag them with permission, obviously. Builds trust.
Right. No dodgy DM saying you won.
Definitely not. But the real key is what happens after it's all over. Don't just go quiet.
Keep the momentum going.
Yes. Follow up. Share behind-the-scenes stuff about the prize. Maybe offer an exclusive discount code to everyone who entered as a thank you. Give sneak peeks of new things.
Like Majuri did with the discount codes.
Precisely. That's a brilliant way to nurture those new leads and encourage them to stick around, maybe even make a purchase. Give them ongoing value.
You've got their attention, now keep it. Okay, so what are the big mistakes people make? The pitfalls to avoid?
The article flags a few big ones. Number one, attracting the wrong audience.
Yes, the prize thing again.
Using a prize that isn't relevant to your brand, you just get freebie hunters who aren't interested in you and will likely unfollow. Choose a prize your ideal follower actually wants.
Makes sense. What else?
Failing to comply with Instagram's rules, this is critical.
The legal bits.
Yeah. You have to include that disclaimer. This giveaway is not sponsored, endorsed, or administered by or associated with Instagram. You need clear rules, eligibility, start 10 dates, how the winner is chosen, all that jazz.
And follow the rules about tagging, etc.
Absolutely. Ignoring this can actually get your account penalized. Not worth the risk.
Definitely not. Any other common mistakes?
Forgetting to follow up. We just talked about nurturing, but it's a common oversight. You put all this effort into gaining followers then. Silence. You need that post-giveaway plan to keep them engaged.
Right. Don't waste the opportunity. So bringing it all together, if someone listening wants to try this, what's the condensed action plan? The key takeaways.
Okay, the essentials. 1, know your goal and your audience. 2, pick a relevant, desirable prize aligned with your brand. 3, set clear entry rules, including follow us, but keep it simple. 4, create killer content, great caption, great visuals. 5, promote it smartly. Existing audience, partners, maybe paid ads. 6, engage during the contest and announce the winner openly.
And the final crucial step.
7, have a plan to keep those new followers engaged. Deliver value immediately after the giveaway and keep providing it. Nurture that new relationship.
So it's really not a quick hack at all. It's a proper strategy, a relationship builder when done right.
Exactly. It's planning, relevance, promotion, and crucially, that ongoing value. View it as a way to genuinely connect with your ideal audience, not just inflate numbers.
That's a really powerful way to look at it. Fantastic insights. Now, for you listening, here's something to chew on. Thinking about your brand, your audience, what kind of truly valuable experience or offer could you create for a giveaway? Something that wouldn't just attract entries, but would genuinely excite your ideal people and start building that long-term fan or customer relationship. Go beyond the prize itself. Think about the connection.